And at that point, the orc starts getting the coins. Lose whatever you put in. By the way, I'm sorry. I am not botching the rolls. I really am just rolling that good.
Well, I stopped putting in ever since my last roll.
Yeah, because we didn't realize the game was still going on here, so...
Yeah, if you want in, roll again. Hey, look.
Wrong button.
They just start putting coins back and forth. So, any other questions? I look around.
How much money am I down?
That's a very nice question.
Whatever you put around, I'll do honor system on this one. How many times have you rolled the die?
Oh, no, I was asking them.
They both grin. It's impolite to count coins at the table, son.
It actually would make sense to count the coins. How else would you know what you're putting in?
They just shrug. Find out at the end of the night.
Wait, have you been putting in your 5 copper each round, or have y'all been putting in some random amounts?
Well, we usually do 2 copper, and it gets us the entire night. But seeing as the rounds have been beneficial to us lately, we thought we'd put 5 in. We're trying to be nice here. We're not trying to rip you off.
Well, we have a great gambler, so I guess we...
He looks over. Yeah, one that doesn't gamble, it seems, anymore.
Just look in the other direction nonchalantly.
If you have any problems, just bring it to our attention. We're not supposed to handle disputes too well, but if it's a dispute, his eyes go a little bit dark as he tilts his head down. If it's a dispute that a group such as yours can't handle, or have handled, please bring it to our attention. It would be very appreciated.
Speaking of which, what exactly did happen to that wall?
The orc and the troll exchange a glance. We don't like talking about that instance around here. The cynical voice from behind calls out, "A fucking whore did it."
What happened to the horror?
It's probably dead.
It is.
Surely.
It's dead as our friends. At that point, you can see immediately once he said that, you could see the tenseness in the shoulders go into the troll and orc shoulders.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks for being so sensitive, you cocks.
What? Me? I don't... Gift, was that in or out of character?
No, that was in character.
That was
your
sarcasm?
The orc grins. Don't mind Jeremy. He's still dealing with it in his own way. They look up. Well, I think the game of cards is going to be over for a bit. We got to get back to work, I would guess. Thank you for your time, though, and your companionship around the table would be appreciated in the future.
Thanks for the great game of cards.
Thanks for the info.
No problem. Thanks. We'll be sure that rumors, if anything crossed by us, rumors stay in the good graces.
So, it's troll, right? You don't... Is that... Will that be mistaken with anyone else? I mean...
He nods, looks, I'm troll. The other one says, I'm orc.
Is there any others? Troll and orcs?
Yeah, but they have different names.
Okay, so you're the only troll.
Yeah, if you say troll the troll, they'll know it's me.
Troll the troll, got it.
Jeremy calls back, yeah, I thought it was fucking ridiculous too.
Can I see this Jeremy person?
Jeremy's just sitting there leaning on his tables watching people come in. What does he look like? He's got a robe around him, holding off. You can see glimpses of leather armor underneath, well tailored. Runes, which would mean more to Myrbasalt than the rest of you are crafted very finely along leather. Behind his chair, which you can actually see from where you are, he managed to tilt and hide an elven warbow in such a way that it would just barely be noticeable from the road. And it's within hand grasp at any moment. Aside from that, you got a scruffy 5 o'clock shadow on his face, dark black hair, and 2 crystal eyes.
I suppose I should roll discipline lore to find out what those runes are for. What are those runes for, Gifted?
Enhancement to the armor itself. It's been well crafted.
Oh, I don't need to roll for that?
Basic weaponsmith knowledge.
Okay.
I have only one question. Where did he get eyes like that?
His mama.
The troll looks over and says, "They're blood charms.
Oh god.
Normally you'd only have one of them, but this crazy bastard got his other eye shot out in a fight, and he decided to have 2 of them."
Well, okay. Thanks to the good game of cards, I guess we'll be on our way then, right, to everybody? Right? Everybody?
Rightio.
I'm still gazing off.
I forgot that you were around. Yeah, so,
As he's leaning back on the chair, Jeremy leans forward and he points over to Bert, does a finger waggle and then motion for him to come closer.
You can't tell
if it's maliciously or friendly due to the nature of no eyes really to glance at.
Don't really care. Going over
I follow?
anyway. I wouldn't suggest it. So, yeah, walking over all nice and stuff.
A great gambler.
Great game. So, where's our cart and horse?
Donkey.
Probably still out in the road.
Wait,
All
do we
you
have a
hear from
horse?
Jeremy after he whispers something to Bert, he leans back and says, "Keep that advice to heart." As I do the wrong voice and you ignore that.
It's okay,
I am
Gifted.
now
I
a
mean,
different person, just like Rashku.
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh, guys!
Don't know what you were planning with that voice, by the way.
As you do your farewells to the guards, you pass through the gates, and before you is the sprawling streets of Travar. Along the distance, you see the cascading landscape of white, multi-tiered buildings. The ground a constantly white sand brushing over a dirty white layer of meshing sandstones. An identifying trait of being along the Burrows River's banks. The passages along the city streets are very wide to allow for carts and people to set up makeshift shops and hawk and yell reasons why you should buy their goods instead of the competitor 3 feet aside from them. Around 30 such stalls have been set up ahead of you in front of shops, which are within the buildings themselves near here. As people are going in and out of the city, this has become a bustling port of the city itself, which is much larger than this area alone. Despite the fact that the sun is starting to stretch out long tendrils of shadows along the ground as it's approaching its sunset, the activity seems to not die out at all. You have some time to search around, and this is where you guys get to decide as a group what you would like to do at this part of the this junction. You have a lot of shops around you, and sunset's approaching.
What kind of shops are they?
There are an absolute plethora of things they're trying to sell. The stalls themselves are little pettier things, ranging from jewelry and daggers, windling and children clothing even. There's some stalls that have meats, fish, foods such as apples and mangoes on one, wood this, wood that, some sweets are on a different one. The buildings themselves would take a little bit more time to investigate, but you would guess you see some leatherworking on one of them. One of them seems to be a bathhouse. other things of that nature. You think he smells some bread coming from one.
Hey,
I'm going to
Bert.
buy a mango.
No, Bert, get over here for a second. Take take my Skrellet gland and get it to sell somewhere along with
Oh.
yours.
Okay.
I want to get my freaking crocodile bear Skrellet hide tailored into like a cape.
Okay,
That'd be
then.
nice.
I take his gland of the Skrellet.
All right. Now, at this point, if any of you have, either you're just going to be browsing, is my assumption. If you have anything but browsing to do over the next hour, say so in the chat box.
I will do.
Oh, wait, what? So, Burrito should probably sell all 6 of the Skrellet glands.
I'll
Yeah.
do it. If all of you
Yeah.
give me your glands, I'll go and sell
Yeah.
all of them.
Here, you can take my gland, dude.
Okay.
You're good at haggling, right?
Probably, yeah, pretty sure.
Alright.
Make
Do
sure
you
that
have
you're...
haggle?
No,
Yeah, maybe-
I don't think
yeah,
any of us have
I
haggle.
thought TME did.
I do.
Oh, give them all
Okay,
to TME.
alright. Yeah, whoever's the best negotiator, we should
Okay,
just give
sure.
him to sell the stuff.
Oh, and then we also have a single... I'm trying to remember. Skrellet golden pelts. I don't think we have any use for it.
Oh, wait, weren't we going to try to tan that? That was the thing he was trying to tan into something, right?
No,
No, that was
has
me
a
with the
separate
crocodile bear.
All of your furs have tanned well.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Well,
Yeah,
at
so
least
Taylor
dried
just
out
needs
well
to get-
that they can be worked with.
Alright, so KDrac needs his tailored, and we're going to sell the rest. Is everybody good with this?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good.
Okay, so TME is selling 6 Skrellet glands and 1 Skrellet golden pelt.
Hooray.
TME
Okay,
roll.
TME, okay, Myrbasalt, please sell them well.
I'll try.
Of course, I've got high charisma, so you know.
You've not been able to find someone who's willing to buy them yet.
You can give them to me. I've actually got the same-ish step for charisma that you do as haggle. I am not kidding right now.
I'm sorry, what was
Yeah,
that?
I have my
people
my-
don't
my
like you.
charisma-
No,
You
no,
suck
no,
at
no, 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 no.
negotiating.
You get one attempt.
Yeah.
Not you. Not you. I'm trying to hear gifted. What did you say?
Yeah, you were not able to find a buyer for any of them.
You should
Okay.
give them to me. My charisma
But you
step
If
is
you
don't-
give
so
them to
easy.
you, we will not have time for you to do it.
Darn. Okay.
Yeah,
then,
Myrbasalt already wandered off with them and then came back, and it's like, oh,
In the
I wasn't able to
meantime,
find
Alright.
it.
while he's going and doing that, are any of you buying anything in particular, doing any talking, anything that you're doing in the town now that you're here?
No,
I'm going to ask
besides-
around to see what other taverns, specifically one that can handle the horse and or donkey and cart.
The ones that you heard specifically that can handle those are what's considered the higher esteemed taverns. Specifically mentioned, the previous ones, the Rat Cellar and the Seven Flask Inn.
I'm surprised we didn't have to do a. Sorry, someone else. I'm surprised we didn't have to do a detection thingy for horror.
Search, you mean?
No. The whatchamacallit.
the artisan skill for horror.
Yeah.
Checking if heart into. But this city was around for during the time that horrors roamed the Barsave Earth. So basically, everyone here is probably already horror touched anyway.
What?
They just said
Anyways.
the other day a horror blew down their goddamn wall. Those people we were just talking to could have been horror touched.
Okay.
Anyways,
Well, gifted,
What-
I wrote out what I wanted to do besides that.
Bert,
I also need to find a tailor.
roll charisma or streetwise?
Okay, I'll roll streetwise since I have that.
Just because you have it.
Well, yeah, basically. I got a not nearly as crappy roll as TME. Haha.
Well, as you're investigating knowledge about a nearby brothel,
What?
you find out that as someone's mentioning it, that there is a shop underneath one of the one in the back of it, underneath one of the staircases. You go to the side of the building and find a small door, and going in, you find a small shop for blood charms.
Nice.
Ironic point, I actually put that in the notes. I'm surprised you asked for it.
Hey,
Um,
I want treasure, and one of those kinds of treasures is blood charms.
As you approach the
Careful
room,
about blood charms.
the thing that's eerie about it is every wall looks like it's made of black stone.
Ooh, pretty.
In a chair in the corner, simply just sitting there on what seemingly be sleeping, a older lady, dwarven lady, simply says, "What are you looking for, son?"
Some blood charms.
A good time.
God damn it. What type of blood charm?
Gifted, what kind of blood charms are there?
What do you have available?
Yeah,
No,
what do you have
no.
available? That works. What do you have available?
What are you looking for?
Oh, so we're still
In
back
my
to this
practice-
question.
Something that makes me awesome.
I practice. It's important not to show everything you have.
Oh, well. You got any blood charms that are under 200 silver or 200 silver?
And
Wow.
then Burrito gets thrown out.
Bert, the
She
best
leans
shopper.
forward and starts coughing a little bit.
So, do you have
What
anything
if-
that will make me more awesome than I already am?
You don't
You
know
are-
what it is, do you?
No.
What, a blood charm?
That's right.
Well, you take blood damage. It's a permanent thing. You can't heal it.
Bert goes off.
Basically, it's a magical
gonna-
item that
I'm gonna-
infuses with your body.
Back up. Are you actually with him right now, just so I know?
No.
I'm making sure. Okay.
Actually, no, I'll join him. I'll join him on this one.
If he's okay with that, yeah.
I guess. Guess you can.
She
come
leans
along.
forward and says, "Son, what are you looking for?"
We're back to this again. What?
Honestly, I don't know what to expect. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy stuff. Heck, I don't know what half of them really are. Or I just know it. They both have their ups and downs. I just was looking around. Anything that anything that you have that's you think I would enjoy?
What do you do?
Sure.
I kill stuff.
Wow, everyone is so specific in this group.
She grins. That's something I can work with.
Oh, that's what you were looking for.
Basically, just fly around and stab things with swords, and it works out pretty well most of the time.
She looks over you a little bit, considering. Come back here in a few days, and I'll see if I can gather something of that nature for you. Within how many silver are you looking for?
No, I don't even know how much silver I even have.
You have
Yes.
very little.
I have very little silver, so it's got to be an economical thing here.
And by very little, I mean by like 100. I don't know how much a lot of silver is, but
You know what? Sorry, don't bother inconveniencing. I was just one of those things where if you just kind of eye shopping, I guess. I'm sorry.
Earn
Sure.
silver in those few days.
you
He
got
looks
any-
at you as if you said nothing wrong. Well, farewell then.
well, if you can find anything of the same nature that he was looking for about 200 silver.
Burrito,
And
did
the
you
room
have
is
200
silent.
silver?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Oh, that's right. I spent mine. Some circle 2 now.
She grins and says, "Maybe you'll have a clue in a few days."
Okay, I'll come back then.
She grins. As
I
you
grin.
leave. And Nelle, what are you doing all this time?
I thought I was still browsing, so
Browsing you are.
yeah.
As everyone's gathering together, you're looking at a stand that has small wood fineries, small wood whittlings, if you will. And all of a sudden, outside of a nearby building, a group of dwarves suddenly just burst out. One of them laughing as hard as he can, while the one in front just starts talking about blasted Travar and blasted this.
Yo, whoa, what's up, dude? Sorry.
You're not there
Are you
yet.
here?
Okay.
Are
You're
you
not
also
there yet.
here?
The people who are browsing are near Nelle. The rest of you are coming back in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
I have
I'll
no
go
idea
and
if I'm
inquire to
included.
what they're laughing about or what they're talking about.
Well, as you're walking towards them, the one in front's walking towards you. The group of dwarves is a party of 5, wearing a variety of clothing. Two of the thinner dwarves hold cleaner, well-tailored garbs, and the 2 stockier dwarves that follow them wear torn-up garbs that show a layer of dirt that you'd expect from someone working in a mines. All the dirt, however, seems to be held up with pride, as almost all of them are grinning after the final dwarf, the one that caught your attention, is going straight towards you. He's a rather built dwarf, wearing leather armor and a 2-handed spiked mace along his back. He looks
Do
up
the rest
at
of
you.
us notice this?
Yep. He looks up at you all as he approaches and simply is ready to start talking to you as if you were part of the conversation from the beginning. Isn't that a problem? Don't you agree, lass?
I don't know what's been going on.
He looks up. There's too much racism here.
Sounds
Puts
like a
his
real
hands on
problem.
He puts his hands on his hips, as if this is the most important statement he has ever said in his life. Behind him, one of the bulky peasants just starts laughing out loud. Don't mind Fennec. He says stupid stuff. And he starts leaning over as he's laughing so hard. He turns around and says, "That human called me short." "Of course I'm short. I'm a dwarf." His face is starting to get red. That's like, I should go in there and call him tall.
Can I roll first
At this
impression?
point, the other
Yeah,
dwarf
perception
starts
for them being
falling over
drunk.
laughing.
Can I?
No.
Am I here yet? Because I want to.
No.
I want to
You
be
are-
part of this.
You're not here yet. He looks
He will
up.
die if he gets
Lass,
there.
am I short? At which point, the one on the ground stops laughing and looks up at you, tears in his eyes, and the other 3 are just... The 2 tall, thin ones are holding their bridges of their noses as they shake their heads. The other stocky, peasant-looking one just looks at you expectantly.
Ask if he's a dwarf.
I'm gonna ask him what he thinks. Let's see.
Well,
and
then
I'll
go
agree
ahead,
with him.
go ahead and ask him.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I think I'm tall for my age.
Well, then I agree.
He turns
She
around,
chuckles.
With a big
and as he looks at the guy on the ground, he busts out laughing in an uncontrollable fit. He looks around to the rest of the group. They don't make eye contact. He looks back up at you. You're a better lass than all these men behind me. Well, I say you and your friends join me tonight at the tavern.
Thank you for the invitation. We'll see what we can do.
He grins. All right, just ask any one of these stupid racist bastards around here how to get to the sewer rat, and you'll get there. All right?
Okay. The sewer rat?
Sewer rat. And then the dwarf on the ground, panting through his laughter, says he can't even say the bar's name right.
Yeah, it's the rat cellar. I mean, how hard is that to...
He looks up. See, this intelligent boy right here knows where I'm going. He can tell you the directions. And he turns around and he starts walking over as the other 3 start following him. And as the other 3 start following him, it's like everybody ignores the fact that one of them's still on the ground laughing in a vicious fit.
So are they drunk? Like perception, smell, go?
Go ahead and roll.
You smell the alcohol in their breath as it catches.
By the way, Rashku, wait for me to offer you to roll.
Okay.
Just to ask questions, and I'll tell you. You smelled absolutely nothing. You actually think every one of them, including the one on the ground, is completely bat sober.
I didn't know bats could be sober, but alright.
Wait, are bats ever drunk?
That's where vampire bats come from. Anyway,
Jesus must be wasted.
so finally, the one on the ground starts getting up, and he starts walking away. He's like, I like you guys. Remember me, I'm Ramon. And he starts going off into the distance. So, as
Wow.
unusual as that was, meanwhile, in another part of the crowd, Bert, you and your wonderful windling companion are about to walk towards where you meet the group.
He is not my companion. I do not accept
He is your companion.
companions.
Have I come back yet?
As you're about to walk up there, you're interrupted by Myrbasalt with the news that no selling has been done.
Yeah, no selling has been done, guys. I regret to inform you, no one wants to buy them for these prices.
Well, I think I want my gland back now.
Hold on. It's only Bert, Zephyr, and Myrbasalt.
Okay, well, Myrbasalt, I'll try to sell him tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm very charismatic, so I'll try.
What?
Very charismatic.
Too bad he slurs.
Yeah, that.
And he
But,
gambles.
appreciate the try, though.
Eventually, as all of you are talking about this, you hear a voice from below. Even you, Bert, from below.
Whoa.
Pardon me. As you look down, you see a small girl. On her side, she has a small coil of arrows, and it looks like a homemade bow, what seems to be a stick with a string on it. She looks up and says, "I've been sent to obtain you and your companions."
Can you shoot that
race.
thing?
She
Is
looks.
she human or something else?
She is a small human girl.
Okay.
And she looks up and says, "Hello, I'm sorry, travelers. I was sent to get you and your companions. My master would like to speak with all of you. Would you mind letting them know so that all of us can go to my master, please?"
Sure. You can
who's your
follow us
master?
to our other companions.
Oh, my master will introduce you himself. It's not my job to do so.
Is there any reason why we should go? I mean,
Well, he's heard that your group was on its way to this town, and he's also heard of your honors deeds. He would like to pay you for a simple visit, and if you're able to assist him, he will pay you even more if you accept it for his important deed that he would like you to do.
Sure.
sure, yeah, sounds good.
Okay. At this point, she nods her head and says, "I'll keep an eye out for you, but you go ahead and look for your companions, and when you're ready, just wave up to the air. I'll come to get you."
She looks so depressed. Does he
doesn't
beat
look
you?
He's also shorter than like 4 feet tall. I don't understand.
You don't have to take the abuse.
She's also very matured for a.
A little girl.
Yes. She looks up. "I'll be seeing you soon. If you are able to talk to your companions, let me know." And at which point, she simply takes a few steps backwards, stumbles a little bit over something on the ground, and turns around and goes into the crowd at a nearby stall.
Oh my God, Steve is holstering little girls. God damn it, Steve! I can't believe you. Oh,
What are you talking about?
how
Okay,
could you
so-
do this?
Alright. Keep going.
At that point, the three of you are left alone.
Let's go find our companions. Slash party members.
As you all gather up in the next few minutes, the sun is approaching the point where the sky is starting to get darker. It's as if nothing's happening here at the point where people are still trying to sell wares. As all of you gather together, you have two different options in front of you. A load of dwarves who offer an adventure in a tavern, and a messenger offering adventure to follow her.
I think Steve
Girl.
is at sellers. Let's go with the girl.
Vote girl.
Yeah, I vote girl.
Alright, so
Pay
1 for
attention.
girl, 2 for seller. Go.
Girl.
Well, what did you say, Rashku?
1 for girl, 2 for seller.
Okay.
Here, hold on.
Potato 4.
What was that?
Whoops. Ignore that.
Nice bunch of circles.
What?
Whoa.
Nice bunch
Ah.
of nothing.
It was literally nothing. It was a black hole that ate
Oh
all
yeah,
of
I have to
Travar.
delete my wounds and the damage I took. Or, yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Girl